Yes. What's up, people? Welcome back on my second channel, Kickoff Michael. We're gonna do the Matchday Rewind. We're gonna talk about the Chelsea game against Tottenham Hotspurs when they won, and we're gonna talk about Arsenal's victory against Burnley, and we're also gonna quickly look at the other results of today, and we're gonna do a prediction for the games of tomorrow and on Monday. And as you can see, guys, I'm not alone. I'm with Yasser. Yasser, how you doing, broski?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You can see I'm very comfortable. So
Ah,
just like
yeah,
the game
yeah.
yesterday. What I mean? We're comfortable, bro. What I mean? Thank you for having me here again. And yeah, man, I'm
No
looking forward
problem.
to the conversation, innit? Like always, bro. Big up to you, Michael.
Yeah,
And yeah,
yeah.
man, let's see what's going on.
All right, yeah. I want to start with the Chelsea game. You
Mm-hmm.
guys won again. It's also in the title. 3 point lane. Talk about the game, bro. How was the game in your opinion?
You listen before you start first. Yeah, check behind you.
Behind me?
There's something behind you. Yeah, I'm
What
joking.
you?
Could be
This
Moises Caicedo. You never know. You know what I mean?
this
Yeah,
guy.
I'm joking. But listen, the game. I think a lot of people like I think from the Wolves game, the Carabao Cup game, you had an idea of who may start and who doesn't. We knew that he was going to use it as an opportunity to rest some of the players, in it. And I think
Yeah,
when you look from that option, we knew he started with Gittins and Estevao that game. They played really well. They played really well at the time, but we then knew that he was going to start Neto and Garnacho in this game. You get an
yeah,
idea already, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
just we didn't know, is he gonna play Gio up front? Is he gonna play João Pedro up front instead, or is João Pedro gonna play in the 10? And we weren't really sure about the centre back pairing as well. Is he gonna keep persisting with Tosin and Chalaba, or is he gonna change it to something else? Now, obviously, we knew it's weird because our centre backs we've never had a consistent centre back pairing in terms of the
Okay.
best one we had was Cole and Fofana last season, but Fofana was injury prone, so it was Cole and someone else.
Ooh,
And
I
obviously
see.
this season Cole was out, so it's either Fofana with someone else or Fofana's been recovering too. So we've started seeing Chalaba and who is it? Chalaba and Tosin. So
Yeah, yeah.
obviously we were thinking after what happened last game, maybe he starts Fofana with someone else. He did that, and obviously he decided to go with Chalaba. So that was a good starting because I thought there when it comes to Tottenham, yeah, their main thing is the set pieces. And the best thing they've been with this season here is the set pieces. So,
Yeah, yeah.
and we knew that that was one of the things we're not that good at. So, like this season, if you watched our games, like long throws, set pieces, you can catch us, bro.
Yeah.
So
Sticky
that's the
one.
only thing that I was worrying about. And obviously, you don't know what mood the goalkeeper is in. That's another thing. But he's been really solid today. I think the centre backs, like the defenders, were well. So he started Gusto at right back, James and Caicedo in the pivot, and you had sometimes Gusto inverting, so there was three in midfield,
Yeah.
and João Pedro up front. I think Neto on the right, and yeah, man, I think who was it? Enzo in the 10. So to be fair, bro, it was a good game, but then again. We, I don't know how they were gonna threaten us with Cole Mwani up front. He wasn't doing anything, bro. And they had one shot on target. The XG was 0.05.
Yeah, I'm seeing it right now. This oh my days,
It's,
horrible.
it's a
Horrible,
horrible,
man.
innit? So yeah, so I was talking to Deji the other day, and he's saying we'll be careful when if we play Tell, you're in trouble. You know what I mean? And if we play, like if we play Tell, then we're losing the game. But if we play Kolomwani, he's gonna cause you to defend this problems. That's what he was saying. I was like, okay, no problem. But we knew
Mm,
that when I saw the lineup, our manager's the kind of manager that likes changing the lineup depending on the opposition. Those managers don't always care about um, what form you're in as a player. Sometimes it's more about what role can you play when I need you to do X, Y, and Z, right?
yeah.
So a lot of us might say, you know what, we don't want to see a certain player play, or maybe this guy deserves to play, but it's because of a certain attribute or reason the manager might still play a different player. And the only player that didn't make sense to play was Garnacho. And I think,
Yeah, I was going to ask you about it. How do you feel about him starting the game?
did you watch the game?
No, I didn't watch it. Only
Okay,
highlights.
good. Don't want the bro. All he does is fall over. He can't do anything. You know when you watch like you know when you play career mode and you get a kid from the academy and they say he's gonna be 94 rated, 95 rated, and then you bring him into the academy, you bring him into the first team
Yeah,
because you just
yeah,
want to
yeah,
play him in your second team or B team or C team, yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then you play him one day and his touches are bad. He runs. He still has to develop because he's still 55 rating. That's
Hmm.
how he plays. That's how Garnacho plays. 55 rating. Literally, he can't. His touches are bad. You don't really take on his man, like nothing, bro. But I know
Oh.
that maybe the manager's trying to get Gittins to be at like match fitness. Because remember, Gittins hasn't played since January. Because when the new manager came in Dortmund, he wanted to play him at link. Well, he didn't want to play him because he said, "I'm gonna switch to a wing back system," and he just left him on the bench. So,
Mm.
so it was one of those where even when he moved to Chelsea, all he had was preseason in terms of games. And then since then, they've been trying to integrate him. He didn't necessarily look confident either when he started playing for us in the beginning.
Okay.
But I think, I think was it the Ajax game? You say I think he played the Ajax game, innit? He played the Ajax game, and I think he also played the Wolves game as well, which
Okay.
that's when he scored that sick goal. They may have seen somewhere, somewhere maybe on
Oh,
social media.
I haven't seen that goal, man.
Nah, it's a really good goal. He scored the other
Oh,
day.
okay.
And
Fair.
other than that, um, other than that, listen, we dominated their midfield. Javi Simmons came off the bench. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
he
yeah,
came
yeah.
off the bench because Bergwell got injured, and then he got hooked. He did nothing, nothing, like nothing at all, bro. Just running, running. Um, like Kudus, Cucurella had Kudus in his pocket. Jet spent, bro. Bentancur should have got sent off. He stamped on someone's leg. Like he stamped on Reece
Oh.
James's leg. Yeah. The referee was too busy looking at the little scuffle that was happening instead of going to the VAR to check the foul first. He said, "No, no, no, the
Mm.
foul's cleared," and then he started giving people yellows for the scuffle. Bentancur, after the tackle, he went and grabbed. I think it was Chalaba like this. Right? I don't even watch the Liverpool game. Yeah, McAllister was it because of Onana grabbed McAllister by his neck like this,
Oh,
and
yeah,
he got
yeah,
nothing.
yeah, yeah.
It doesn't make sense. So I'm not one of those. I know you've worked with me a lot, Michael, as well. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
those that always talks about the referee, and I hate talking about the referee because I like to win, just win the game. And the referees, we all know referees are bad. Even when we played football, the referees were bad. But I'm saying some of the things that are getting wrong, considering they have the technology now, doesn't make sense. Because for me, okay, it looks like a big foul. Just run to the monitor, check it. If it's not a foul, say no foul, keep going. At least, even as a referee, you have the peace of mind that you've made the decision. And we also know
Yeah.
that you made that decision. Sometimes I don't know who's calling them or to tell them, yo, don't worry, nah, it's not good. You get me? But even in the Nottingham Forest game, the ball didn't go out for the corner. They gave a corner. United scored from the corner.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm saying. Don't they usually able to check it, whatever, maybe because it went in as a goal, they have to check. No, they don't check. So other than that, our performance was really good on the day. Jao Pedro should have scored 4 goals at least. Gittins
Yeah.
missed an open goal essentially. Not really. Oh, yeah, you could say open goal, but I think if you saw the video, that's a simple thing. I think he tried to hit it
Yeah.
high just to make sure it goes in, but then he hit it too high. But I think his performance coming off the bench was better than Garnacho's 50 minutes that we see in 60 minutes. And he already looked like he was about to cry when he came off the bench. You know how he used to do it in
Oh,
the where he's angry, like, why did you take me off? That's basically what it looks. So, well, to be fair for me, I was I knew that it was Tottenham, and usually, you think I can go there and win. It's 3 point lane. But at the same
Yeah.
time, with the way we were playing in recent times and them being good on set pieces, in the back of your mind, you always have this thing that tells you this could be the year where you mess up. It
Mm,
could be the, but that's the only thing. I wasn't necessarily scared. I was just uncomfortable at certain points of the game, yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Because when you score one goal and then you keep missing and not getting the second goal, you get scared that you might concede because then it's easily 1-1. Right, one mistake, 1-1, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Fair.
that's the only thing that I was worried about in terms of I wanted to see another goal, but we didn't get another goal. So we managed to see it out. And then at the end, yeah, he bought on Tosin. I was like, "Aye."
Mm,
But also Tosin, I was like, yo, we're in trouble. We could be in trouble. But we saw the game out, and yeah, man, is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, when it comes to this, that's fine. But we have to beat, I think we got Wolves next. And yeah, we just have to make sure we keep picking up the points, man. We've seen Arsenal pick up points. We've seen Liverpool pick up points today. We don't
yeah.
know
Yeah.
City tomorrow. So you just have to make sure you pick up your points, man. So that's all this. Big up to Zay, big up to
Yeah.
Byron and
Big up,
Dan.
guys. Big up. Big up. I want to ask you a question about Salvi Simons because I know you did some videos about the double dutch and things like that. But if you see him play right now for Spurs,
Yeah.
are you happy that Chelsea didn't sign him?
I mean, it's easy to say, and it's easy to say yes, but I mean, you we all see this thing that I've always said here about Xavi Simmons is that and I think you and I especially know that he's quite inconsistent,
Oh yeah,
right?
very.
So maybe if he comes into a more footballing team or possession based team, you might be able to see more from him, which is kind of why sometimes we see more of him in the Dutch national team than we see in clubs. So in club football. So maybe if he came to Chelsea, he'd be a better player. But I think he was this thing that I was telling people about with Eze. Even though Eze is more, he's 27 and he's more experienced and he played in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
10 more. He's a bit more physical. Like if you're not necessarily strong, you can't really play in the 10 in England because either the game bypasses you or you have someone like a Caicedo or like a big DM just always
yeah,
getting onto you. So like it's not the same, innit? And if you, especially with some of the teams in England, if they crowd the midfield, Crystal Palace does it, other teams do it, you don't necessarily find those spaces. So this is why sometimes with Palmer, if you play him on the right and he inverts into midfield, as in he cuts in and he goes into midfield, it's different. But when it
yeah,
comes to Javi Simmons, I said it. I said I'd love to have someone of his quality in the team. Maybe he can contribute on the left or whatever it was. I think I
yeah.
just wanted the quality, right? But I knew that he was quite inconsistent, so that was my one worry. But when I find that they're paying him 200k a week, maybe we dodge the bullet. But
Oh yeah,
I'd probably still have Javi Simmons in the team over Garnacho. So it is what it is. You know
fair,
what I'm
fair.
saying? So I think
Which is
it's lose lose.
this only because it's Garnacho though. Let's be honest. If it was a better player you signed instead of Garnacho, you wouldn't think about
But
it.
you
To be
notice I
honest.
never said Gittins. I said Garnacho.
Fair.
It's
That's
because
fair.
it's where the floor is. You know what I'm saying? It's the level.
Yeah.
Some people think, but genuinely though, some people actually think I pick on him. But it's not even that. It's. I've never liked him. I never rated him, even when he was at United. So to me, it doesn't
Mm.
matter. Do you get it? I'm just keeping the same energy because I think it wouldn't be fair, yeah, if I said he was rubbish at United and then because he came to my club, he's great. Now, if I didn't
Yeah.
rate him there, I can't rate him here. That's how I feel like about it. But if he does really well here, I'd say, yo, maybe I was wrong. It is what it is. But I haven't seen anything to suggest that, bro. He looks like he's probably gonna get sold in January. You know what I'm saying?
Who? Who?
Garnacho, blood. He looks like he can get sold by January, bro.
Oh my
Because we've seen
days.
some links to Yildiz. I'm not sure whether we'd get him or not, but if it does happen, like he looks like
Hmm.
he about to go. The thing about Chelsea though as well, yeah, I've realized over time that when we have players that we sell, we don't sell to like a player won't come to Chelsea and then we'll sell him to a lower level team. A lot of the times they stay in a consistent level or two
Fair.
just below. So I think even some players are realizing, even if I go to Chelsea and I'm getting sold, I'm not gonna downgrade too much. It's not gonna be like to a bottom level team. So yeah, man, I just don't think is yeah, that's probably the reason why I mentioned that when it comes to Garnacho, innit?
Yeah, fair, fair. Carnacho cheese coming to a store near you. uh, but yeah, if we look forward to the next game of Chelsea in the Premier League is against Wolves next yeah, Saturday. Yeah, I think if you guys win that game, I think you had a decent couple of games in this period. Do you agree with me, or do you think
Yeah,
it could have
I
been better?
agree. I agree, but at the same time, if you look at our lineup, I'm sorry, not lineup. If you look at our running in the beginning, you would have said
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same thing. You know,
fair.
we essentially should have been probably top of the table. Do you know what I mean? We should have been top of the table if we look at it like that. So the fact that we're not tells you more about the way we've been performing. And I think it's the other teams, and I don't always worry about the big teams when it comes to my, the team right now. It's more about how we play against the smaller teams, if you'd like to call them, the teams
Yeah,
that
yeah,
sit back, that teams that just because they know we struggle to break down the low block at the moment. I think even today, if we had the lap up front, we'd probably have scored more goals. Just because
yeah,
he's
yeah,
just a natural striker, right? So it's a bit different. But even though Ja Pedro done well, I still think that there's still levels for us to improve. I expected better
yeah,
anyway. And I mean, with the things I was saying in the summer,
yeah.
even though the window wasn't that good, but I think the level, the some of the places that we improved in, I was expecting a better improvement on the pitch. And I think if we had a better centre back or bought some centre backs and a goalkeeper, then obviously my aim or expectations would have been much higher. So it just kind of depends on that.
Yeah, I agree with you because if I look at your goals conceded, you already conceded 11 goals in 10 games. So, yeah, that's something I think you guys need to improve on.
Mm.
Yeah, for example, if you look at Arsenal, they only conceded three, Tottenham 8. I see, yeah, Liverpool 14, but yeah, it was, of course, because they're bad form. Um, but yeah, who was your standout player of the game? Oh, but before you gonna go,
Yeah,
here's the next Chelsea fan, Toby, in the building. Let me change it. How you doing,
Hey
Toby?
guys,
big up Toby, man. You good?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you guys?
Nice, I'm fine, bro.
That's my fellow king. You know what I'm saying? My fellow world champion, bro. You get it? I mean, but yeah, man. Listen, man. We call this easy W, bro. This is why I'm wearing my comfortable clothing. You know what I'm saying? I was comfortable today. You know what I mean? And that's what you expect. You just, I'm happy that you know what it is. Yeah, I'm happy that we won the game, but also that the team performed to how what we expected. A lot of the times you can go into a game, yeah, thinking I should be winning, and then you come out with a result different. Do you get what I'm saying? I think similar
Yeah,
to like how we were thinking about the United game. Do you remember United thing? We were saying it's easy, we're gonna win,
yeah,
everything
yeah,
we're gonna win, and then you go there, either your team doesn't perform the way you think, or your was it because something happens or whatever. So this one, man, it's a good performance. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy with the result. So we just have to make sure we build momentum. I said this Liverpool game, we didn't necessarily see great momentum. You know what I'm saying? I want to see
yeah.
some momentum from this one
Fair
because
enough.
we got some difficult games coming up as well. Besides the easy run, I think you still have some games that, especially was struggling to break down the low block thing and that. I feel like it's time and it's time for us to actually start performing.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah,
Do you already need to go because you said you have to go to another
yeah.
show as well, right?
So big up, man. Big up, Tony. Big up to you as well, man.
Big up, bro.
Love.
Take care. All right, let's change it. I already discussed, of course, with Yasser, but yeah, tell me how the game was in your opinion, Toby. the Chelsea versus Spurs game? And
Um,
also, what was your
really
expectations
good.
before the game?
Oh, can you hear me properly? Because I feel like I'm
Yeah.
breaking up. But
No, no, I can hear you.
okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. Expectations before the game, I think it was a must-win game, especially after dropping points last time. So yeah, I really expected them to bounce back, but I was really happy with the performance. I knew that Tottenham could kind of hurt us today for sure because they're a good team and I like their manager. But to be able to get the 3 points at the end of the day, I'm really happy with that one.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And how was yeah the game in your opinion? Who was a standout player? And yeah, whatever you want to
Man,
share, of course.
I don't know how many times I can talk about Caicedo. I mean, that guy, like, he has a bad game and we lose. That's basically how important he is to our team. Like, he wasn't good against Sunderland, and that's why we lost. And today he was one of the best players, and that's why we were able to pull off a victory. So he's so important to that team. Can't talk about Caicedo enough. Also, Reece James, he's been so consistent ever since he's been back, and having him back as a captain really does a lot for that Chelsea team. So I'm just really happy to see
Yeah,
him back. Another player who I would say did well today, Estavao as well. I think he's suffering from Maresca really underestimating what he can do. I think
mm,
in the 15 minutes when he came on, I don't know exactly when he came on, but he created like two chances. Like we had two goal scoring chances where Joao Pedro missed one and Gittins missed one as well. But that was all Estavao was doing. So I feel like if we want to do better, we
yeah.
have to we have to give Estavao more minutes, man.
Fair, fair, fair. And was you happy with the starting 11 before the game started? So yeah,
I'll be
Sanchez,
honest with you, I
Cucurella.
don't like Garnacho and Neto as wingers because yeah, like yeah, there's you don't see goals or assists coming from those guys, so I'm not really excited when they play. But
Fair.
honestly, I was impressed with Garnacho today. I think he did a way better job than against Sunderland when he scored even. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
it was
Okay,
okay.
fair. But who would have been your picks for the wing if you would have been the manager? So
I
who
would
have you played?
say
Estafao, I think, of course,
Caval for sure on that right hand side,
and
and then
Gittins, I think.
I think I would put Neto just because I
Okay,
think Gittins is a bit inconsistent, and I like Neto's work rate. Like he presses, he runs, he's always taking his man on, and that's what you want your winger to do. So I think I'll pick him.
okay, fair, fair. I have a question for you though. I've seen a lot sometimes that Hato is not playing. What's up with that? What do you think is the
Hato
reason why he's
is
not
not
playing?
gonna make the Premier League squad. If I'm being honest with you, I just don't think the way the squad is set up,
Yeah,
he can't start over the players who are there because you have people like Chalobah. You have Fofana, you have Tosin as well, and I still think Josh Achimpong is ahead of him in the hierarchy. So that's four
yeah.
central defenders that you have to beat for two spots every Premier League game, as long as everyone is fit. So I think when
Mm,
the season starts to get a bit crowded in like December, he will start more games. I think he'll make maybe like three Premier League starts, end up with like maybe seven, eight Premier League appearances. But we didn't buy Hato for now. I think he was bought for the future. I think him
fair.
and Josh, they're like 19 and 20, something like that. So when guys like Chalobah Fofana, they cash in on them in 1 or 2 years, those are going to be the guys starting. So he just has to be patient. And I hope they don't sell him because he's an amazing talent. And I would love to see him flourish at Chelsea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fair, fair, fair. And yeah, the next game for Chelsea is against Wolves. Yeah. Do you think if they win that game, they will be in a top four? Because right now
Yeah,
you
for sure.
guys are on
I think
fifth
we're
place.
close. I think we're close. I think today, if we had scored those goals in the end, we would have been above Tottenham, so in the top four.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
I think the most important thing right now for Chelsea is just win your games before December because December, as a Chelsea
Oh,
fan, is always a very shit period for us. We always crumble under the pressure. We for some reason we can't win games. So I think it's going to be different this year, and hopefully I'm not going to be wrong about this, but I think the return of Palmer around that time because he's already in training, I think it's going to change the dynamic of the team. So I think we need to pick up the points that we need to do now And in December, when it gets tough for everyone, we're going to get our wins and it could put us in a really nice spot to compete for stuff. So I think it could be interesting this year.
Yeah, yeah, fair, fair. Yeah, I want to move. I want to move on to the next game, Burnley
Arsenal?
Arsenal. Yeah,
Yeah.
I had Joss on, but I think something is wrong because he's not responding. But maybe he's gonna join later on. But yeah, I want to talk with you about it a little bit. I haven't watched the game, only the highlight. But yeah, they uh, won. Uh, yeah, with 2-0 against Burnley. The last time they conceded a goal was 34 days ago. How do
Yeah, in
you look
September.
as a rival to in the Premier League? How do you look as a rival? Of course, and how Arsenal's doing right now.
I mean, I have to be honest with you. I'm not the biggest Arsenal fan, as you can tell, but they're very
Yeah,
strong
yeah,
this year. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah,
it's something that you have to acknowledge because they've built that team to a point where they have all the boxes checked. You know, the one thing everyone said last year was they need a striker. They went and got a striker. They added a bit of creativity in the 10 since Odegaard is out, so they have Eze. So they have
yeah,
an
yeah, yeah.
incredible injury list, but they can still field a nice 11 and a good second team. So I think they're really strong this year. The only person that can stop Arsenal from winning the league is them. I think
Oh, yeah, I agree.
yeah, the games will start to pile up, and in December is going to be that tough period. So I think it's going to be very interesting in the next month in the Premier League because a lot of things are going to change. Like the whole
Oh, yeah,
standings is like people like Bournemouth, they're going to drop off because the games are going to pile up, and there will be some shock results because some people are playing in the Champions League. They can't field enough players, tired
yeah,
legs.
yeah,
So it's going to be an interesting period. But Arsenal is really, really strong, man. Like it's incredible. I mean,
yeah. I already had a feeling they're gonna win this game, but still another clean sheet as well. They are
it is Rooney.
really
But
good. Yeah, go
no,
on.
no, see,
No, go on, go on.
I think Gyökeres finding form is also very, very important because
Oh yes.
he hadn't been scoring in the games before and they were still able to win. But now he's scored three in his last three games. If I'm, yeah, three in his last three games. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think he's going to be very important to what they want to do this season. And I think that's the beauty of that Arsenal team this year because last year they did all of that with Havertz as the nine, and he hasn't even played a game. So even if Gyökeres starts to get tired or gets injured or is not fit, you have a Havertz who's hungry, trying to make a play. So I mean, yeah, I think Arsenal are definitely favorites for the Premier League this year, and I would love to see them choke it, but it's very hard to like see it happen right now. But
Yeah,
yeah, we'll
yeah,
see
I
how it
agree.
goes.
The only thing I have to say though is it's Mika Arteta. That's the only thing why I'm like, is he really gonna win the league? Because we have seen it already uh, years ago um, when he was 8 points in front of Man City, and he still yeah,
But
he
that was a
still
very
was up.
dominant Man City side. We have to give respect to that side as well. I mean, Arsenal, they played their part in choking it, but I think that Man
Yeah,
City
yeah,
side was really good. But I think what Arsenal really have that's working for them this year is the fact that they're hungry. You know, I think when you lose so many times and getting so close, especially with the same group of players, I think it builds like this hunger. You know how it is when you play in a team and you guys have lost so many times and then everything just starts to click in the beginning. You just start to believe it as well that you can do it. So I think they definitely think that they can win the title. And like I said, the only thing that can stop them is them because it's in their hands.
nice, nice. Yeah, I agree with you. And yeah, just responded. He's on his way, so he's gonna tell us more about the game. Yeah, before let me yeah, let me talk with you a little bit about the next game they're gonna play is against Sunderland away. That's gonna be a really interesting game, in my opinion.
Arsenal is Sunderland away.
Yeah, yeah,
I think the play styles of both teams is going to be very, very interesting to see as a matchup because when Sunderland played us, they played perfectly suited to how they can stop us with five at the back. So I imagine they're gonna go at Arsenal. So it's gonna be a very interesting one to see, and especially at home as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna be. Let's see. I think it's on Saturday as well. Yeah, next week on Saturday as well. So that's gonna be, yeah, interesting to see. Yeah. Before just gonna join, what do you think Arsenal are also favorites or at least dark horses for the Champions League, or do you only look at them right now as the favorites for the Premier League?
I think only Premier League. I think we have to look at it objectively. My bias aside, Arsenal's biggest moment in the Champions League was the two Rice free kicks against, was it PSG or Real Madrid? I think it was Real
Real
Madrid.
Madrid, yeah.
Real Madrid. So it tells you about the European caliber of the club. Like as much as I would like to say, oh yeah, they're doing amazing in the Premier League, and they do when it comes to England, they do their stuff. You know, they have a lot of Premier League titles, a lot of FA Cups for a reason, because when it comes to English football, they're amazing. But I think European football is a whole different game because it's one game and your players have to want it more. And I just don't think
Fair,
Arsenal is there, especially if they want to compete for the Premier League as well. They would have to focus on one because I just don't see that team winning both.
fair, fair. And
Because it's
what about your own club? What about your own club, Chelsea?
not for the Champions League. I think the thing is, I'll always back Chelsea to take on any team when it comes to a knockout game. And that's the
Yeah,
one
yeah.
thing as to why like I prefer Chelsea over Arsenal because especially with PSG in the Club World Cup, I mean that was the best team to have played and they just
Oh,
made
yeah,
them
yeah.
look so little. So it's stuff like that that I know that Chelsea is capable of. So I think they will make it far, maybe in the knockouts, but I think they just don't have the mentality and discipline to win a Champions League at the moment. I just don't see them doing it because, for example, today, we could have scored a lot more in the end, you know, to
Yeah.
put Tottenham completely out of the game. But those are the kind of things that make winners. Because if you can't finish your chances, if Tottenham were a better team, they could have gotten a late goal, and that's two drop points. So it's those
Mhm.
little small things that Chelsea still needs to work on before they're a club that I can say can do all these things.
So, if Chelsea had like two players they could bring on which position you would bring them on? I think attacker or defense, maybe. If
That's an interesting question. I would definitely get a striker that can score you 20 goals a season, like regardless of whatever is going on with the club, like he's gonna get his goals. So you have guys like Osimhen on the
oh
market. You
yeah, yeah.
have what other striker is good right now? I mean, I can't talk about players that can't leave their club, but Haaland would be a dream. But I mean, yeah, you just need someone who you know that no matter what the day is, he goes out and his job is to get you goals. So I think Osimhen is an amazing one that they could look at. And
Yeah.
if I had another position that I would bring in, I would honestly say maybe a center back that's a bit more
Okay.
experienced than the guys that we have. So someone that's like a leader, the same way we had someone like Thiago Silva come into that Chelsea team,
Oh yeah, yeah.
mentor all of these guys. So I think if they could sell one of their defenders at the moment, bring in an experienced guy. I'm trying to think of who's. Oh, I know who I would want. Bastoni. Bastoni is an
Oh
amazing.
yeah, 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 yeah.
I love Bastoni when he plays. Like I'm in love with his game. So I think him at Chelsea with the experience, he's gone far in the Champions League as well. So he knows what it takes to win or even at least get close. So yeah, that's what I would bring in.
All right, all right. And there he is, guys, the legend himself. Big up, Joss. How you doing, bro?
How you doing, boys? Firstly, I want to say I'm so sorry for the lateness, Michael. Man, this is me
No
first time
problem.
on your channel, man. And I'm late. Like,
No
you
problem,
know,
bro. Big
bro. Do
up.
you know
Big
what
up
it
for
is?
being
I started UK time about 1 p.m. today doing Arsenal
here.
because I did a watch on like 3 hour watch on, and then I went straight to the Liverpool game against Villa, and that ended like about a few like half an hour ago.
Yeah, yeah,
I forgot about the show, man. I completely
no
forgot. But
problem.
sorry about that, bro. But
No
how
problem.
you boys doing? You good?
Yeah, yeah, I'm
Good.
fine.
You as well?
Yeah, mate, I'm buzzing at the moment with my team. I'll tell you that for
Yeah,
a
yeah,
fact, man. Top of the league, but let's chill. It's November, man. Still a long way to go.
yeah.
No,
True,
I
true.
like the mindset. I think I was just talking to Michael about it. Like Arsenal's in the best position they've ever been, and the only thing that can
Mm.
stop you guys is you. So it's all about staying for the long game, sticking it out, knowing that there's going to
Definitely.
be a difficult period, especially in December, and just getting through that the best you can, and going into January, top of the table, hopefully again. But yeah.
Definitely, man. Guys, before I'm gonna ask Josh about the Arsenal game, slap the like button and subscribe on Josh's channel through Gunner, and also follow Toby on his TikTok, a footy fanatic. So yeah, Josh, talk about the Arsenal game. How was it in your opinion?
Um, First half is some of the best football we played away from home all season. Coming to a team against Burnley, obviously newly promoted side. Always gonna, especially against Arsenal, they're gonna sit back like most teams do now. Sort of low block it and make it frustrating for us. But we scored from a set piece, man. Once again, and Vitz Gyökeres scored as well. And his overall performance, and unfortunately, he came off injured. He got elbowed in the face, and he's a bit bruised up. So he came off injured in the first half. But not just because he scored, his overall play he's man of the match. In that first half, he was absolutely
Yeah, yeah,
superb. He's link up play. He was moving out wide.
Created the most
Um,
chances in the game.
yeah,
Thank
they had Carl Walker still playing. I mean, look, I know he's older now, and he's not the same guy he once was, right? But
yeah,
we
yeah.
had Trossard on him, and Trossard was doing him, and Gyökeres, did him a few times. So yeah, he's linking up the play really well, using his body as well. Something I was sort of looking more at him this season because he's like he's a big guy, man. Like Gyökeres, he's built.
Oh yeah,
And I don't think he's used that to his advantage just yet. But you saw it against Burnley today that he was using that to his advantage, and he played fantastic. And then we took him off at half time because of the injury, and we brought Mika Marino up front again, and that's when it sort of slowed down a little bit. You saw a complete
Mm,
different sort of Arsenal side there, and maybe because we was 2-0 up, and Arteta has his feeling sort of sitting on these leads. Like if we won 2-0 up,
yeah, yeah.
especially in Premier League as well, we'd be like, all right, we go with that 1-0 win, 2-0 win, and we move. That's part of me what I look at maybe second half, because Burnley didn't really offer anything till they had the free kick, last minute free kick, and they hit the post from it. But
Oh yeah.
that was it really, to be honest with you. It was very, very controlled, very dominant display from Arsenal. And once again, bro, like our defense showed. David Raya was better off sitting with the fans, to be honest with you. Hey, bro, he's had nothing to do. Like we've conceded 3 goals from 1 goal from open play from Erling Haaland and 3 goals all season.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This defense is crazy, and I think Footy Fanatic, you're Chelsea, right? Chelsea fan.
Yeah,
I think when you had Mourinho, you had the record or the least goals conceded in Premier
it's
League.
getting scary. It's 10 games in now, and you guys are 3 goals conceded. So
We
it's
might
28 left.
we might beat you, bro. I can't even lie to that record.
No, I definitely see that record in jeopardy. So
Mm.
and the thing with Raya is that regardless of the defense, he's an amazing keeper. I mean, he won the
Exactly.
Golden Glove like a couple
Oh,
seasons ago.
definitely.
So it's like even if you get beyond the defense, it's not like you're going to compete against a keeper who's not one of the best. He is one of the best. So that whole core at the back, they might have one of the best in Premier League. No, they are the best in Premier League in recent history. It's not.
Yeah,
It's not even.
bro. This is the best defense I've seen. Like we had the Invincibles, and that defense was insane. I don't get it twisted, but you look at the squad depth we've got now in the defense. Because even when we don't, like we played a cup match against Brighton, we rotated the whole back 4 clean sheet. We played Lewis Skelly, who's phenomenal by the way. Like he steps up, like he stepped up
yeah.
last season against Real Madrid and all that in the big games. Yeah, he's been playing Ricardo Calafiori as the left back all season. Lewis Skelly comes in and looks the exact, like nothing's changed. And then we signed Mosquera from Valencia in the summer, and he bro, 13 million pounds. That looks a
No,
bargain.
he's
Yeah.
insane. I
Oh
think
yeah, he
it's
surprised a
quite
lot of
crazy.
people.
It's quite crazy that honestly he could bench Saliba or Gabriel on the
Yeah.
defense perfectly fine, which is insane to say
Yeah,
because
that's
Saliba
scary,
and
man.
Gabriel are one of the best CVs on the market right now. So yeah,
It's insane. Like we had him and we had Incapie as well. We signed for Leverkusen. Both of them replaced Saliba and Gabriel. Both beasts, absolute beasts, man. And then we had Ben White who came in for Jurriën Timber, obviously at right back. Yo, Michael, Jurriën Timber, bro. Yeah. Oh my god, bro. What a fuck, mate. This guy's
Yeah,
incredible. Absolutely incredible, man. But again, like
good
he's
player.
gone.
I know I sound a bit and this is the thing we sort of get as Arsenal fans. You know, we sometimes get over the top a little bit. Like we're in November, and that's the thing I'm looking at because I've been in this position before. You know, the first season when we was 8 points clear, it
Oh
came
yeah,
April
yeah.
time, capitulated. I look at that team, no experience really. You know, it's a completely different team
Not the
now.
same.
Exactly, and you know, we had it
True.
with. I think Arteta has been through this situation now 2, 3 occasions, and we're back here now, 25 points top of the league, 3 goals conceded all season, right? Best defense in the league, and
Yeah, yeah.
you know, I know Liverpool won today and they bounced back, but you know, like we are in a very, very good place at the moment. And we've already gone to Anfield. We won at St James's Park, 2-1, which is a place where we don't really do well at. Against Fulham, we beat them where we lost to them last season. West Ham, we beat them when we lost them last season. Like we're picking up these sort of wins where last season we would drop points and some of our like bogey teams, you could say,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
always sort of do us. So I ain't gonna get over the top just yet because I've been as an Arsenal fan, we've been through this year in, year out. We get our
Oh
hopes
yeah.
up and then it comes crashing down. And that will be the big test for this manager, Arteta, to see when it actually
Definitely.
really matters, end of the season, if we're still there and if he gets over the line, then you know, fair play to him.
Yeah. Yeah, already you have already a good lead on points to Liverpool. How many points you think needs to be the difference for you to be like, okay, we're definitely gonna win this?
See, do you know what it is with Arsenal? Yeah, like it's one of those ones because, as I said, we were 8 points clear that one season, you know,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
it came to like a West Ham game, 2-0 up against
Oh,
West Ham, capitulated. Southampton, they're bottom of the league, by the way, capitulated to them
oh,
in that same season. I think this Arsenal team's got a different mentality. It seems like, but this is why I believe winning. And people may laugh at it's a Mickey Mouse trophy, right? But winning the Carabao Cup is a competition that I think we got the squad depth to do number one, and I think we should be going taking it seriously and going all the way because you win that in February or yeah, the final February March time, right?
yeah.
This team has yet to experience a trophy together. They've not had a
Facts.
win, you know, they've not had that winning mentality together in terms of actually winning something and been there and done it. So if we can get that trophy under our belt in February, March time, we got the whole sort of last part of the season, hopefully in the Champions League still, but most importantly in the Premier League, you know, in the title race to go and push on. And I look at Pep Guardiola. I think his first trophy for Man City was the Carabao Cup. I think the
Oh
same season.
yeah.
I think the same season he went on to win the Premier League. I think might have been Mourinho at Chelsea as well. I think that
Yes,
was his first
Mourinho as well.
trophy. So there's a common
Yeah.
theme here, and I think that could be similar for sort of what we do. So I really hope we take that seriously. But the point gap for me, like I look at Liverpool and I think, you know, yeah, they won tonight. Obviously, they're. I think it will take because I still think Man City might. I know they'll Sevilla, but I think Man City and with Haaland as well. Like if they keep Haaland fit, the guy's just a
True.
monster, mate. He's just an absolute machine. Like I know they rely on him a lot, and that could definitely backfire on them. But I still think they could be up there with us if I'm being real with it. But you the whole point gap, you can never know of Arsenal really. I'd say wait until April, my friends, because
Okay, fair.
I've seen a lot of people say we're going to win the league come February, and we may be in a very, very good point gap. But I've seen this year in year out of Arsenal when crunch time really happens, when the pressure's really
Yeah.
on, something happens and we capitulate. So we'll wait and
Look
see.
what happened last season because last season Liverpool was flying, and there was a period where they dropped a couple points, and Arsenal were back again in the title race. So you can never know what's going to happen. So I agree with you in that aspect. And let's see what's Menno saying. Just remember we had Mustafi and Socrates at one point. We deserve Salim and Gabriel.
Bro, we came far, man. We came far, mate. The days, mate. We had a back four of flipping Stefan Lichtsteiner, right?
Oh,
Mustafi, Socrates, and Seg Kalazanac, mate, as a back four. Like, bro, we've came far, man. We came far from those days. Yeah, honestly, it's the best defense that I've seen personally since being an Arsenal fan.
yeah, yeah.
It's insane, bro. It really is.
Josh, I was telling Michael the thing about Arsenal is I feel like they're in a very beautiful place because as much as people like to make fun of them, me included, for losing those titles or
Yeah,
being so close and then losing it, I think it also builds a different mentality, especially for this season with the place that they're in because they know they've gotten close before and now they're in the quite literally best position they've been in all these seasons, and I'm bet everyone in the dressing room is saying this is our year, pretty much. So I think it could
100.
definitely be a season.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. Yeah. Before we're gonna move on to the Liverpool game, I want to ask you: is there one player you think right now at Arsenal should step up because he's not really performing the way he should be?
Good question, man. To be honest with you, I think it may sound wild, but we've had a problem in this position anyway. I'm, and it's not even Gyökeres. Like Gyökeres for me, will probably say Gyökeres, but listen, I know his job as a striker. We brought him to score goals. I'm not denying that, right? You know, he got one today. His overall play in the recent games has improved massively. You know, like he linked up that play really well. His hold up play has been phenomenal. He's trying to make stuff happen. He's moving out wide. He's trying to do his thing. So I'm not going to say Gyökeres. The one I'm actually going to say, which may surprise a few people, is well, there's two actually. I think Bahrain's put it in there. Saka.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Saka so far. I feel for him in a sense because, like, obviously everyone knows he's sort of our main guy and he gets flipping tripled up on every single game and gets kicked to the ground. But we know there's a standard where Saka ain't got to yet. Like we know how Saka can be. Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this season. But the one I'm going to say is our new signing Eze,
Oh.
because
Okay. Fair.
and that makes it like he scored a phenomenal goal against Crystal Palace, right? But
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
again, Eze's been playing 6 out of 10, I'd say, in majority of these games so far this season. It's still taking time for him to adapt to this new Arsenal team, in my opinion. I just think again, there's another level with Eze. It doesn't mean that he's been bad. It means that we know that Eze can get to, like, he's here and he can get up here, man. You know, there's a whole nother level to go with Eze still, and that's sort of like the scary thing about it because we know how good I mean, we see him at Crystal Palace how good he was, but I still think, you know, we still yet see the best of him. So it doesn't mean he's been bad, but that whole attacking midfield position has been quite an issue with Arsenal. You think about Odegaard as well. You know,
Fair.
Odegaard last season underperformed massively. You know, he came back this season, had 2 good games, and he got injured again. You know, so we still yet to see the best of Odegaard. Like he fell off a cliff. But I think again, this whole that midfield, you know, today was really good. Zubimendi and Rice was superb. I think Zubimendi's came in and he's done his thing. To be fair, he's had a few hit and miss moments, you know, in a few games.
Yeah.
But there's still that whole debate going around the Arsenal midfield at the moment, you know, to find that right balance, because a lot of people still say that Rice is playing more advanced and he should be more where he played at West Ham, like in the sort of 6. I don't mind him in the 8. I think he can get forward really well, but you know, there's a whole sort of controversy about that. And as I said with Eze, like there's sort of that another level to go to. But yeah, I'll probably
Okay.
say those two, man.
But now
Okay.
for me
Fair.
to ask about Eze, what exactly about his game do you think is missing at the moment?
Hmm.
Like,
There's
is it from a creativity
Yeah,
standpoint?
it's majority of these games, like he's quite ineffective. Like you think about, and
Hmm.
maybe it's because the teams that how they set up against stuff like Fulham, for example, we won 1-0, but it's one of those games really where he didn't really get a lot on the ball. Like today, for example, as well against Burnley, we barely noticed him today. But again, is it because it's Burnley? Is it because, you know, they're camping in the box? Like this is what teams do against Arsenal, and
You just
majority
feel like he
of the
needs to
games.
affect the game more a bit to
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah. And plus we're still sort of experimenting with him playing out wide. Like he's played a few times on the left, and he's looked decent on
Okay.
the left as well. You know, and I think he played there for Palace quite a few times. Where he
Yeah.
like moved out wide, and
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, sort of like, so he played there in the Carabao Cup game. And he looked pretty decent every time he played out on the left. So yeah, we're still experimenting with that, but he hasn't been bad. It's just the fact that we still know there's another level to him really that we're probably going to see hopefully when as he gets used to this sort of Arsenal team.
Yeah. 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 He's still new there, so I think he will improve in the future as well. Let's see what Menno's saying. The Ramsdale swap for Raya took out so well. Oh, definitely.
Bro, Raya is mad, bro. I'm telling you.
Because before Raya was doing so good for Arsenal, a lot of people were like, "Huh, what the hell? Ramsdale's a good goalkeeper." But fair praise to Arteta. He
He
saw
wasn't
that.
really good with his feet, though, to be fair. And I think
Mm,
that was
True.
really what didn't suit what Arteta was trying to build at the team. Because aside from the fact that Raya is incredible at shot stopping, he's also incredible with the ball at his feet. Like he's very calm, And I think, especially as a Chelsea fan, having a keeper who sometimes stresses me out a lot when the ball is at his feet, it does a lot to your CBs when they know that regardless of whatever's going on, whatever pressure the attacker is going to build, your keeper is very calm on the ball. So I think it also helps with the
Yeah,
defensive record.
yeah. Fair, fair. All right, I want to move on to the Liverpool game. I saw you did the watch along for that game as well, Josh. They
Yeah.
won, of course, 2-0. I'm going to give my opinion, not about the game because I didn't watch it, but yeah, I had a feeling they gonna lose this one because they were in so bad form, and yeah, a lot of Liverpool content creators, even the big ones, are already slot out. I was like, come on, is th- in my opinion, it's a bit too much because I've seen slot at
The
finals,
final,
and I
yeah.
know he can turn it around. And believe me, he's a good coach. The only thing um, I didn't like about him were his comments after the games because he was looking like Eric Ten Hag with his crazy comments after the game, and usually that's not how Slot is. So yeah, I was a bit worried about that, but I think after this result, yeah, he won some time. I think because you cannot expect Liverpool to for sure win against Liverpool against Real Madrid and Man City. So I think he yeah saved some time on his side. But yeah, Jules, what's your opinion about the game of Liverpool against Aston Villa?
Yeah, like I looked at Villa started off well. They had a very good Morgan Rogers hit the post straight away. I think 5 minutes in, and then Matty Cash had a really big chance where Marmodesh really made the save. And I was thinking Villa are on it, man. Considering like Emery seems to be getting a bit of form back because they had a very bad start, didn't they? To the
Yeah,
season,
yeah.
and he got them back, sort of playing some good football again and getting some results. Obviously, they beat Man City last week, at Villa Park. So I was thinking, they can do Liverpool here. Like again, Liverpool had the pressure on them though, didn't they? Like they had to get a win.
Oh yeah, hell yeah,
Because that would have been, I think, 5 defeats in a row, wouldn't it? In the Premier League,
yeah.
which is mental. But yeah, I mean, as the game went on, you saw Liverpool sort of confidence towards the end of the first half as well. They're getting a lot more better spells, and they had an offside goal from Ekatike, and then that sort of,
Mm.
gave them a bit of a boost, and they went straight after that. Emi Martinez, by the way, right, made his awful pass into Pau Torres. Oh, mate, I was like, you just gifted them a goal, man. What are you doing, Emi Martinez? It's such a stroke of half time as well. Literally 4 minutes to go half time, and you give away a
Yeah,
stupid
yeah.
pass out from the back. Salah scores as well. And then yeah, after that second half, I don't know what was said at halftime at Villa, but they were awful in the second half. I thought, they only really offered anything until they went the second goal down, and they bought on Sancho, and they bought on Madison, and they bought on
Oh yeah, yeah.
Marlon as well came on. Yeah, I mean, then they, Liverpool. I think your boy Michael Gravenberch, to be
Oh
fair,
yeah,
good
yeah.
goal. I think it took a deflection, but he made it 2-0, and you just thought, yeah, that's their game, and that's their 3 points there, really. As I said, like the pressure was on there. Like I agree with you, Michael. Like as much as we can all banter Liverpool as Arsenal fans and all that, and we were rivals, like Arnie Slot, a lot of them want Slot out is kind of baffling, to be fair. I think he deserves a bit, at least deserves time to turn it
Yeah.
around, man. Like he just
Oh,
won the Premier
definitely.
League. He comes in and wins in the Premier League in that season, and yeah, I kind of feel like some of the business that they did has backfired on them. Considering that they paid a lot of money for Verts, and
Oh
they paid a
yeah.
lot of money for Isaac, and obviously Isac's injured again, isn't he? Like
Yeah, yeah.
that's why.
To be honest, maybe this sounds weird, but when I saw the news that he was injured, I thought maybe this is good for them because Slot is
Maybe.
right now looking how he can fitting everyone in a team. Maybe it's better to to
Look,
keep the squad there for right now, and eventually they will find a way to get
mm,
Isaac in.
I,
I want to
I, I,
ask you guys something though. Do you think genuinely they should have signed both?
nah,
Like from a neutral perspective, I also don't think so.
nah,
Um,
no,
if you're gonna play with two strikers, maybe then
yeah,
yes, but not.
I just think for me, maybe it's a bit biased because I love Ekitike. Like I watched him the whole
yeah.
season last season when he was performing. He was a
Yeah,
striker that I made a lot of videos about and talking about how incredible he was to what Marmoush was also able to do at Frankfurt. because of the fact of his creativity. So I think
Mm.
he fit perfectly with what Liverpool were trying to do. But I think the Isak move just kind of destabilized the whole motion they had with Ekitike. Because if you guys remember when they also played, I think they played the Community Shield as well. He was
Yeah.
incredible. He also had an
Oh,
insane start to the season as well. He was flying. And as soon as you started to bring Isak in and kind of disturb that like chemistry, then he just started to drop off form, wasn't playing as well. They
I
Yeah.
couldn't
agree.
really find an identity for the way they wanted their attack to look, especially with a new striker. So I think that's what really like contributing to the drop off in form right now because Salah is not he's not the most impressive presser from the front. So they have to find a way to make that attack work at the moment. And I think Isak being injured, like you said, I think it's a blessing in disguise because now
Yeah.
Ekitiki can just really find his form again and they can get to flying.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they gonna improve in the next few weeks because Ekitike is gonna play again. Because yeah, or you already said he was playing good at the start of the season, so it wouldn't surprise me. But let's see what Baron is saying. I actually feel bad for Arsenal fans. They have to sit
Getafe
through.
ball.
So, has been fruitless.
What did they call
Okay.
it when we played Atleti, that Haram Derby? Because the Simeone ball as well.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What the hell, man?
Crazy. Crazy. Villa has been horrible this season, man. This game, nah, horrible is too much in my opinion, because they started bad, but in the last few weeks,
Mm.
last
They turned it
last
around, I
week they
think.
won against City. So
Yeah, yeah.
to be fair, but yeah,
Wait, is
it's
that in
not gonna.
reference to Arsenal?
No, to
Like we will
Liverpool
batter
because
them? Oh,
no,
okay.
to Liverpool because they won, of course, to Villa. How the fuck did this guy win the Yassin Trophy over Lunin? Yeah, yeah, it is what it is. They lost to Gold Eagles. That was crazy. Gold Eagles won the
Oh, go
Dutch.
ahead,
Yeah,
Eagles.
bro, that was crazy because Gold Eagles was the team. Is the team in Netherlands who won the Dutch Cup last season, and every
Yeah.
pundit was saying they're gonna finish with 0 points. And right now they already got 7
I
What?
think I was talking to a friend about that exact game and how it's quite literally the
or 4. I
definition of
mean,
football being 90 minutes because
4 or
you
something.
have go ahead Eagles who then beat them, and then Aston Villa went on to beat Man City. And if Man City and go
Crazy.
ahead Eagles would ever play a game, they would eat at least four.
Yeah.
So it's
Football's mad,
insane,
bro.
bro.
Oh, no, I mean
Insane.
they have 6 points. They have 6 points, and the captain of Gold Eagles made a bet. I think with Marco from Boston and Wesley Snyder. If they get 9 points or 10 points, they're gonna yeah get him to a restaurant and buy some food for him.
I like the team to be fair, man.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think I think they're a team that they thrive on mentality, so I think they could
Mm.
definitely do it for sure.
Fair. Top 4 teams in Europe so far in no order: Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern Munich, Madrid, and Arsenal. Would you guys agree? Yes, I think so.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think you can't really disagree with that, can you? To be fair. Bayern Munich are doing really well, aren't they? I think they won every single game so far this season.
Yeah,
Scoring goals
15
for
in a
fun.
row. 15 in a row.
Jesus.
I
P-
think,
PSG is still top, but I think they lost a few games, or maybe
Yeah,
yeah,
they
the
drew
league
one or
I
cup.
something.
I think that they
I
drew
think
in
they
the
lost to
last game.
Strasbourg, no?
Yeah, they lost to Marseille as well. When the players went to
They
the
drew
Ballon
against
d'Or.
Strasbourg.
Yeah.
There we
Um,
go.
but yeah, of course, you guys are both rivals of Liverpool. Do you guys think they are still in the title race, or you guys think it's going to be top 4 battle for Liverpool this season?
Oh, I mean, look what they got next. They got City, don't they, in the Premier League?
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah.
they got
City
Real Madrid.
away.
They got Madrid on the Tuesday in Champions League, and then they got City away there. You had
Yeah,
that'd be huge, man. Like if they pull off a win there, that could be a turnaround for them, a turning point in their season. Going away at Etihad, doing City. I don't think they will though, to be honest, man. Like I know it's always one of those 50-50 games when they play against each other, but I don't know, man. We have to wait and see. I just think, yeah, I mean, it's interesting what you guys said earlier about Isak getting injured, man, because like Ekatike may thrive, as you guys said now. Like even
yeah.
even today, he's unlucky not to score. He had an offside goal, and he looked good in parts as well for Liverpool. And I think Slot also changed the left back around it, and he put Robertson in there. And
Yeah, I
obviously,
saw that.
Kirkus hasn't been at his best at all. And Robertson came in and was probably one of the best players tonight as well, at the back. So Slots, sort of, and having Gravenberch back in there now, with McAllister and Sobosai seem to play a lot more better today. I think Liverpool, again, we saw in November, man. So as much as we're quite clear at the moment, Liverpool can put a run together,
Oh yeah,
And I said it all for me. I'll look at the Man City game and feel like,
yeah,
if they can get a win there, the momentum, and that could be a big turning point for me.
yeah. I agree with you. What do you think,
I was
Toby?
gonna I was gonna say it's a bit early as well. I think we also forget that like they signed Frimpong, who's barely played.
Mm.
They've been shuffling around the defense. I just think the team is a bit unstable at the moment, and just finding some consistency would be amazing for them. I still think they can't compete with the best of teams with what they have going on right now because they just don't have a clear identity in the way they want to play. I mean, like we
Ex-
said, with the top four best teams, those teams are very stable. They know how they want to play. Everyone knows how they're going to play every game you come in. With Liverpool, you kind of don't know what to expect. And like you said, with Robertson being the best player, I mean, Robertson was also one of the worst in the couple of games ago. So I think it's just a bit inconsistent with Liverpool. But I think
Fair.
when they get players fit, when they figure out what they want to do, I think they can put a run together. And yeah, we'll see what happens in December because December is where champions are made, honestly. Like the run in December always decides how the title race is gonna look like for the rest of the season. So
I I think if they can be like 6, 7 points behind Arsenal and not good, of course. If it's going to be more than 7 points, I think that's too much. But if they can be in that type of distance, and then maybe in the transfer window they can strengthen the defense if they buy some players in the defense. Maybe then I can see it. But right now, yeah, it's Arsenal's to lose, man.
I don't even
In
see
my
them
opinion.
buying players. I mean, I think they have everything. They're just very unlucky with injuries. They have Frimpong who's out. I don't remember the name of the young defender that they bought, but
Leone.
he is,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
also incredible. To have an ACL like that,
Yeah.
it's just not been very favorable for them because that's supposed to be Konate's cover. So
Do you not
Fair,
feel
fair.
that they miss out on Mark Gay though in the summer?
I think
oh,
they
for
do.
sure, but he's not. Well, we talked about it the last time. People said he was gonna come. I just don't see Crystal Palace letting him go in January. Like
Mm.
it would be
Yeah.
so stupid to do all that in the summer and then quite literally a couple months later just let him go to Liverpool.
But I think the Glasner rejected their offer, right, of Crystal Palace to extend his contract. Or am I wrong?
I
Because
have no idea, honestly.
I think
Glasner
as
Glasner said he wanted to leave or something if he
Yeah,
lost Gay or something something crazy like that.
but I,
yeah.
I
Like, I
think
think in the summer he was saying that. So I think to do that and let Gay go in January would just be it just doesn't make any sense to
Yeah.
me.
fair.
Yeah.
Maybe they have another defender on their list they want to get to Liverpool. You never know.
Yeah, I've also heard rumors that Real Madrid are looking at Konate, so I think it's going to be an interesting window
Fair.
for what
Do you guys
what
rate Kanate?
I think
I
he's a
think
good
he's
defender,
dropped off.
but
He's dropped
right
off.
now, right now he's
He's
not.
dropped off for sure.
Yeah.
He's
Mm.
dropped off for sure. I think at some point it was kind of like Virgil was so good, and then you had this guy who was also just as incredible beside him. And now it's kind of like what happened to the guy who was so amazing, winning all these
Yeah.
fifth goals. Because we played Liverpool twice in a season, and I wasn't even worried about Van Dijk. Like Van Dijk, amazing defender, but it was Konate who was my biggest problem because physically he was just
Mm. Yeah.
incredible. You
Yeah.
couldn't beat him as a striker. But now it's kind of like he's beatable. So he's
Yeah.
definitely dropped off, and I don't know why, but yeah.
Yeah,
He's
Baron
having
Real
none of
Madrid
it.
fan.
He's having none of it, is
Yeah,
he?
he doesn't want to join Real Madrid. What do you guys think about Safi at Spurs? I still find it a weird move. I talked about it at the start of the show with Yasser, and yeah, he's not doing good right now. Yeah, what's your opinion about Safi Simons at Spurs, Josh?
Yeah, you know what? He's a player that we were looking at. He was either him or Eze as well when he was at
Same.
yeah, Chelsea. I thought you'll get him, man. I thought
Yeah,
because you
I
signed
wanted him
Pato,
so
didn't you,
bad.
from Ajax?
So for me, this
Yeah,
happening
yeah,
right now is just stuff of dreams, honestly. Because yeah,
yeah.
That's what happens
bro.
when you choose Spurs. Honestly, like, yeah,
Yeah, I quite like Xavi Simons. I remember watching him. Obviously, he was at Leipzig, weren't he, the last couple of seasons? But I remember he played against when he's at PSV. He played against Arsenal in the Europa League, and we lost 2-0 to PSV, and he absolutely like Saliba and it weren't Gabriel, Saliba and Rob Holding. We had the two centre backs, but he cooked us the whole night, man. I was like, yeah, this kid's something special. And then obviously he had that whole background with he went PSG and then he went.
Yeah,
He's from Barca, wasn't he, as well,
yeah,
originally?
he is from
yeah.
Barcelona.
From
Yeah,
Barca, so he had a lot of hype as like a kid growing up. And I was thinking, and I saw him at PSG. I was like, yeah, this guy looks not a bad player, man. I think we could do with him, but this what happens when you go to the scum, man. I guess.
yeah. But
Uh,
at PSV, he was playing a lot from the left or in the 10. That's the problem. That's where his
Yeah.
best positions are. To be honest,
I just
when he plays for the Dutch national team, he's also not really good right now, in my opinion.
I think Xavi, the problem with Xavi is that he's one of those players who has so much potential, and it does come out at times in certain games, and you're like, wow, this guy could be among the best, but he just hasn't found that level of consistency anywhere, to be honest. I think Spurs was supposed to be a new chapter for him,
Yeah,
but he hasn't played enough for a player who's supposed to be rewriting what was before. Like, I think
fair.
Berg, who got taken off today, he's been in amazing form. So it's not even
Mm.
Xavi's fault that he can't get minutes. It's just the players in Spurs are playing incredibly well, and he's not playing good enough to break into the team.
Did he play against you today?
He played. He came on in the 6th minute, and but
Yeah.
the thing is, like, he was playing on the side of Reece James, and they had like a clash in the first like couple of minutes where
Okay.
he like pushed Reece James, and Reece James took it personally. And the thing with Reece James, if he like has a personal beef with you, you're getting shut down for the rest of the game. Because yeah,
Oi, oi.
so he just
Josh, your team better make a deep run in UCL. I need my leg back.
Mate, listen, the record still remains Arsenal. Every time we played against each other, you're never beating us, man. You know. But listen, let me tell you something now. I think it'll be a much
better
tougher
game.
game than it was last
Oh,
season because
definitely.
obviously you lot are doing really good. Like you lot are on fire this season. I can't even like obviously new manager Xavi Alonso, Mbappe seems to take it personally this season. Man, the amount of goals
He
this guy's
scored two
scoring.
goals again.
Yeah, so I think it'd be a much closer game than it was like last year. Obviously, but last year was just crazy. Like because
Oh my
even like it
days.
was 0 at half time, and it was just the Declan Rice free kicks out of nowhere. You like no goal. Even
It
you
was
got goalkeeper like
crazy.
Courtois. Yeah, Courtois had no chance in both them free kicks. This is a moment of brilliance, and then you lot
That
got
game was
obviously,
incredible.
bro. It's one of
I was
like
watching it at a bar with my friends, and I was so convinced that Real Madrid were gonna do Arsenal in and all of that. It was halftime nil. Like, okay. I literally looked at my friends and I was like, guys, like because they've gone to halftime, just because of the way football works, they're gonna win this game. And then it was free kick, and then you see two masterclass. Bro, I was on the pitch the next day trying to replicate that stuff. It was insane, insane stuff, man. Insane
Yo.
stuff.
crazy.
The thing is, the reason why South Jones went to Spurs because of
I want to know
leaving.
more about this stuff.
Why?
Why? Same. Why?
Okay, I'm not gonna read this one out, Mano. But yeah. Arsenal Teta Harombo versus High
Oh,
Excited
Flying.
for
see,
that.
see, see, see. This is a game I've all because I look at November and we got the Scum North London Derby. We own them at Emirates. We'll do them every time. We got you lot, Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge end of the month. So I think we've got a good
Oi.
record in the recent years at Stamford Bridge, but that'll be an interesting game. But the big one, the big test for Arsenal this season is Bayern Munich at home because the history's there, number one, right? You all remember about the 5-1s. Even when we played them a few years ago, they came to the Emirates and they knocked us out in the quarterfinals. It was a few years ago. It was 2-2 at the Emirates, but yeah, it's Bayern Munich, man, and obviously as we said earlier, they're flying, man. Like
Oh.
flipping unbeaten still. They're scoring goals. You got like Luis Diaz, Elise on the other side, flipping Harry
I
Kane.
think
That's
Yeah.
this week is
that's
going
the
to
Kane
be
thing
is
as well.
incredible.
crazy.
Harry Kane as
Crazy
well, man.
fun.
This week is going to be
Crazy.
fun because they
Crazy
play
fun.
PSG. So
Oh,
I think
buying
it's good.
PSG, yeah, on
Yeah,
Tuesday. That's gonna be
I
mad.
think it's going to be a really good game to see because they're, like we
Fair.
said, two of the top four teams in Europe. So it's going to be interesting to see how they tactically match up. And I think that could open a lot of doors for Arsenal as well.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they play them after. So yeah,
Spurs put in a 70 million bids for Nico Pass, but we still own 50% of his right and rejected the Spurs offer. Oh, okay.
incredible
Oh yeah,
player,
I
that
forgot
guy.
about that.
Bro, he's insane, isn't he, man?
Yeah, yeah,
Incredible
yeah,
player. I
yeah.
think
Cool.
even if he doesn't contribute to the game, goal contribution wise, he's always the best player on the pitch to watch. Like he's so entertaining. Like Palmer, like
Yeah,
entertaining. He's incredible, bro. Like
yeah, yeah.
he's yeah, he's insane.
Arsenal buying
Oh,
5-1.
bro, that was mad. How can you let 442s make three videos of the same flipping 5-1 with the same song, man? Bro, those days, man, they haunted me. Listen to that song. Flipping,
uh,
if you know, you know, people. 442s, big up.
yeah, yeah. All right, let's
Yeah.
move on to the other results. I want to quickly talk about it. Let's talk about Nottingham Forest Man United first. 2-2. Was almost going to be a loss, but they scored the goal in the 81 minute with Amad Diallo. Yeah, I saw a lot of Manchester United fans were getting giddy again, even maybe thinking about the title. Yeah, I still think though. I still think if they can be around this form, I think they can maybe finish in a top 4 or 5. What do you guys think about it?
Um, yeah, I mean, bit of a reality check, I say, for today. Like I think, yeah, I agree in a sense. Like all jokes aside, we're United, and yeah, I know what their fans are saying, because if they would have won today, I think they would have gone up to second or something, wouldn't they? So
Yeah, yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
because they got a good result against Brighton, like they won, was it 4-2 the other day, whatever it was,
yeah,
the other week. And usually Brighton's a side where they don't like. They usually like it's a banana skin game for them. In the recent years, so I looked at that and I think a few games this season, yeah, they got a good few results here and there, but maybe top five finish for them, maybe top four. I mean, certainly better than they did last season, but I still don't think title race and all this gimmick and all that. Like,
yeah.
nice, not no chance. But obviously, Forest been through a lot, haven't they, this season?
Oh yeah,
Sean Dyche is in there now. Like, I don't mind. Like, Sean Dyche is, I think, every time he's at Everton, he's at Burnley as well. Like, as much in relegation, I think he can find a way to get these results. And I think he can maybe keep them up this season, in my opinion. I think he's that type of manager who's been that sort of experience when it comes to the relegation battles, and he's sort of known for keeping teams up. He did it a lot of Burnley. But yeah, I mean, look, like Forest, for me, they shot themselves in the foot. That Miraculous guy, yeah, because he had a falling out with Nuno,
oh
didn't he?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Nuno had them flipping European football. Could have had them Champions League. I know they fell off towards the end a little bit, but playing some good football. Them had Chris Wood firing, yeah. Had flipping Murillo and Mikalevic, two really good pairing centre back. They had them.
Styles was incredible as well.
Sells in goal as well. Yeah, he was with I think David Raya last season for Golden Glove as well.
Oh yeah.
And then obviously that they have a falling out, and then they get flipping Ange Postecoglou. He lost 5 games, gets sacked against you lot at half time or whatever. It was 60 minutes in. He literally left to sack him. And then they ended up with Sean Dyche in a relegation battle. It's crazy for Forest, man. I think they got some good players in their team as well. So, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
what's tough is they play Europa League. So I think especially for a team
yeah,
that's battling relegation and you're playing in midweek in Europe, it's gonna be tough for like at least that half where they still have a couple Europa League games. And like you
Yeah.
said, there's no stability in the dressing room. Like I think their owner is the biggest sell that they have right now. It's not even the players, it's not the manager. It's just the fact that like you know that you can't mess up and try to fix it. It's kind of a oh
mm,
yeah, perfection or nothing kind of thing, and that doesn't really breed a nice dressing room because who's next? A player doesn't play well and then he gets shipped off in January. That's not how you run a club.
Yeah. And
but
also the thing was what was happening with Morgan Gibbs White. That was crazy as well.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know about that. Can you fill me in?
Yeah, he was gonna go to Spurs, but out of nowhere there was uh, Force were like complaining that Spurs did something wrong, and out of nowhere he extended his contract, and he had an interview on the pitch, and that guy was standing next to Morgan Gibbs White. It was looking so awkward, man. It was
Yeah.
so awkward. It was crazy, man.
That's true as well. That flipping on TikTok, that Man United guy flipping cutting his
Yeah,
hair,
yeah, yeah,
delivering
yeah.
five. Bro, how many games were there away? I think there was two away, weren't they? I think
Two,
there's three in
yeah,
a row.
yeah, man.
Crazy.
The Man United guy is happy they ruined it low the moment he can go
That's
say
true.
well
Yeah, that's true. To be
fair,
fair.
fair, fair,
That's
fair,
fair.
fair, fair, fair. Yeah. What is your opinion about Man United, Toby?
I think they'll put a couple of results together. I think trusting in Amarim is the best thing that they can do for themselves right now because they've been in a very bad place for a couple of years. And I think he's the only one that can actually build something that they can build from. He's trying to build something, and I think they need to give him time. I do think they still don't have the players to do exactly what they want to do. I think Mbuemo and Cunha coming in is incredible for them. And I think they will get to Europe next season, probably around 6 or 7, but I don't see them making Champions League. I just
Okay,
think
yeah,
the big
fair,
teams in the Premier League, they're just not there yet.
fair, fair,
But they
fair.
do get results. So what can I say? I mean, they did beat us this season. So yes.
Yep. I don't, bro. The stats United have against Chelsea at Old Trafford is crazy, man. It's
No,
over ten
it's a
years or
curse.
something.
A curse. It's a curse. I genuinely cannot even put it into words. It's kind of like we could be in the form of our lives unbeaten, and if we go to Old Trafford, everything is just gonna crumble down. No
Yeah,
matter how shit United are, no matter it's just yeah,
fair, fair.
I don't know
All
what
right,
to
let's
say.
look at the other results. Brighton won 3-0 against Leeds. Crystal Palace won 2-0 against Brentford. Fulham was 3-0, won 3-0 against Wolves.
Wow.
So yeah, a lot of big results. Let's look at the games of tomorrow. Um, let's start with Man City against Bournemouth. My prediction is it's going to be 1-1 draw. What do you guys
Ooh,
think?
1-1
1-1
draw.
for me. Yeah, I think 1-1.
mate. What a
I'm going
game.
3-1 City.
3-1 City.
Haaland
Okay.
is
Really?
Bournemouth are
he's
second.
in.
They are still second.
This will be
I don't
massive.
like Bournemouth are good. If you look at they have 3 draws. The rest of the league is just kind of shit right now. Like the
Mm.
only people behind they just came off from a 5 loss winning streak.
Fair, fair,
I
fair,
think
fair.
I think City will win. Etihad as well. But yeah, I think Bournemouth can have a really good season. Like I like their manager a lot, and they've got a really good team. I love that Semenyo guy as well. Um, I think he's been top for them for the past couple of seasons now as well, and I think he's really shining it this season once again.
Oh yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think City
Do
will
you think he's
bounce
gonna
back.
leave after this season?
I would become to Arsenal, mate. To be honest with you, like real talk,
Mm.
because I still think we needed another left winner. Like it may sound mad considering how the signs that we bought in the summer, but Martinelli's fallen off a cliff. I mean, he off the bench, he's been playing well, scoring some goals. Trossard's getting a bit older now. I still think that left wing is still an area we need to improve. And play like Semenyo, I've liked him for the past, as I said, 2 seasons now, and I think he's exciting, man, because he's both footed as well, isn't he? And I think he can play on both sides, left
No,
and right.
he's insane. He scored a
Mm.
goal against us. Wow, like he's
Would you take him
incredible
at
footballer.
Chelsea, Toby?
Well, him at Chelsea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, honestly, I think we got to work with what we have. We have Quenda coming in next season as well. The team is very
Fair.
Mm.
exciting. I don't think they should be adding any attacking signings. I think they could just let the kids grow and develop into something that we can actually back up and stop
Okay.
changing up the
Fair.
dynamic. So I wouldn't take him honestly. But I think
Fair,
he's
fair.
due for a big move away. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, let's look at the next game of tomorrow, and
Oh,
that's
West
West
Ham.
Ham against Newcastle.
West Ham.
Mm,
West Ham. Are they actually gonna go down, man, this season? Look, they're flipping,
oh my days.
bro.
Yo.
They got Nuno
It's,
as well now as
it's so
manager, but
sad, man.
I'm gonna say 2-1 for Newcastle. I think Newcastle's gonna win, man.
yeah, Newcastle. I think even at home,
For
West
sure.
Ham,
Like
they're
they're
not
gonna
getting
get
many wins.
slapped like three
They
nil.
won one win all season. West Ham.
They don't play
Oh,
good football.
oh no. They play horrible, man. Horrible football.
Newcastle 2-0 for me.
Don't play good football.
Yeah. What do you think, Toby?
I'm going 3-0. I
Oh.
think West Ham is just in a very bad position, and Newcastle, they need a big win. They need a big win.
Uh,
Mm.
all right. Let's look to the game on Monday. Sunderland against Everton.
Bro.
Hmm.
Sunderland been doing well, man.
Yeah, man.
I think a lot of people I was speaking to, they were saying Sunderland are going to go back straight back down. They was like, oh, yeah, they ain't going to stay up. But they signed Xhaka and all that. And, Xhaka's been doing bits in the midfield for them. They beat you, didn't they, as well, the other week? At Stamford Bridge, wasn't
Yeah,
Yes.
he cooked Caicedo.
it?
Yo.
He cooked Caicedo. It was actually sad to watch.
Crazy, man. Yeah, we got them next week as well, away from home. So
Yeah,
I
I
know,
think
man.
Sunderland's gonna
That'll be a
win
good
this
game.
one. 2-0
Who they
Sunderland.
playing? Sorry, Everton.
Yeah, Everton.
Oh, see Everton as well. David Moyes, Jack Grealish doing well for them.
True.
Is it Stadium of Light as well? Yeah, Stadium of
Yeah.
Light. I go draw 2-2.
Oh, okay. Fair.
I go draw.
What do you think, Toby?
I'm going 1-1 as it's a draw as well. I think it's gonna be a good game, but I can't pick a winner.
Yeah.
Fair. West Ham first Millwall on the championship next season. Damn. All right, guys. These were all the topics I want to discuss with you. Hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe to Joss's channel. 20K is coming soon, guys. So please, if you haven't subscribe to through Gunnar Joss.
Thank you, man.
Link is in the description. Also follow Toby as well on his TikTok. He's doing good as well. And yeah, starting with you, Joss. Tell the viewers what they can find on our channel in the next upcoming days.
Yeah, firstly, Michael, thank you very much for having me on, bro. I think this is the first show we've done on your channel together, man. So it's good to hope for many more, and I'll get you on my channel, bro, as well one day,
Definitely.
100%, man. And yeah, Toby, nice to meet you as well, man. Big up yourself, bro, and big up the chat for supporting as always. But yeah, daily Arsenal content, man.
You as well.
I do watch-alongs and previews and match reactions as well, people. And yeah. That's where you guys can find me on, as Michael said, road 20K now, so very close. And yeah, I'll be doing. I do men and women as well. I do the Arsenal ladies, Arsenal women's team content as well. So I'll be live for that one tomorrow, and then Champions League. I'll be doing that on the Tuesday, and then I'll do a podcast on Monday as well. So that's where you can check it all out there.
Nice, guys. You can hear it. A lot of content coming. And look what this guy is saying. Follow just for
I said Chelsea content. Yeah, hey, on Chelsea, sure.
But yeah, Toby, tell the viewers what they can find on your TikTok in the next upcoming days, weeks.
For this week, I'm probably gonna do a lot more focus on Eredivisie youngsters because it was something that I had a lot of success with, and I've really discovered a lot of players that I would love to make videos about. So that's what they can find for this week. Twente is also playing tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully we can get a win tomorrow. But yeah, don't talk to me about Heracles because they're going down this season, man. They're going down this season. And I would love to see it. I would love to see it, honestly.
Cool. All right, guys. The next Matchday Rewind is going to be next Saturday again. I'm not sure which league I'm going to do because in the first two episodes, I decided to do different leagues. And for this episode, I decided to do only Premier League. I liked it. But yeah, I'm going to take a look what they're going to do for next season, for next week, I mean. So you guys are going to find out in the next upcoming days. And tomorrow I will be live on my other channel, Mike V10, for FC Porto against Braga. I'm going to watch Farioli with tears in my eyes because,
That your old manager, Michael?
Yeah. So yeah, I know what's gonna happen when I'm gonna do that word slow. Everyone is gonna talk about, yeah, he needs to come back, blah blah blah. Yeah, it is what it is, man. Yeah, thanks again, Josh and Toby, for
Thanks,
joining
man.
the show. Also, the viewers, thanks for your interaction in the chat. Yeah, hopefully, you guys see you soon. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe to Josh's channel as well, and follow Toby on TikTok. Take care, guys. Peace.
Big up.